Okay, hello again, friends. This is Ron with Mobile Fix Automotive again, and today I'm going to show you how to change your cabin air filter inside your 2015 Kia Optima. This is pretty routine if you live in a dirty area, a lot of dust, dirt roads, stuff like that. You want to do this on a pretty frequent basis. Otherwise, you do it during your normal services, your oil changes. You want to check this, and I'll show you what you're going to be looking for. If you don't even know you have one and you haven't changed it in a long time, you're going to replace it anyway. The cabin filter basically filters out small pollens, dust. If you notice on a lot of the newer cars that have these, your dashboard no longer gets that layer of dust on it if you drive with your windows up a lot, because the normal dirt and dust just doesn't go through these. Basically what this looks like, this is an NPN cabin air filter, and they should come sealed in plastic. These are basically breathing filters, so you don't want to have one that's been exposed to a lot of bad stuff like well, we're trying to think of the word for it, but basically toxins and stuff like that. But
contaminants?
Contaminants would be a good one. Thank you, Justin. So there is a flow arrow on these to go a certain direction, and I will show you how that's going to go. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to push this button right here. That's going to drop your box. And then depending on what type of car you have or your customer has, you can have anything from just a couple of items in here that you have to empty out to tons of debris. Okay, in the corners there are two handles, one on each side, knob handles. And I'll see if I can hold a flashlight in here. You're going to rotate them counterclockwise, one at a time. And then once you turn them counterclockwise, you're simply going to pull out. Okay? Sometimes they get a little stubborn, but they basically pull out. Once they pull out, come around this side over here, Justin. You need to see this piece right here. Okay, your next step once you pull those two pieces out is there's a little dimple that sticks out with this arm coming down. This is basically the shock that slows your glove box down. So I'm going to turn the light off, but I gave you a little bit of light so you can see what's going on. We're going to pinch this with our fingers, and at the same time we're going to just pull out on that black arm. Sorry I had to turn the light off, but that'll allow the glove box to just lay down. You don't have to do anything further than that with the glove box. Now we're going to go up inside of here. Pause. Okay, sorry about the pause. I wanted to get a better shot of this. Okay, here's where your cabin air filter is located in your dashboard. On the right hand side you're going to see two little prongs sticking up, one pointing up, one pointing down. You're going to squeeze those together carefully with your fingers and gently pull towards you. This is going to be on a hinge on the left hand side over here, which you're not going to be able to see with the camera. This tab just slides into a receiving end on that side, and then it clips in, so it's actually a relatively simple device. Now you're going to reach up in here, and this is where your filter is at. You're going to slowly and carefully pull your filter out. See all this dirt and debris that's down in here? This cabin air filter probably has never been replaced. This car's got 60,000 miles on it, and if it's been changed, it's highly doubtful. But that's what you're breathing through, and that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to catch all of this stuff. So we know that the airflow on this, because of the dirty side, is going to go basically in this direction, so the arrow needs to point down on the new air filter, which it looks like I've already done. So we're going to take this, and if you, depending on which air filters you get, when I pulled this out, the hard sides were on the side, and then the front and back basically don't have a hard piece to them. And that's exactly the way it needs to go back in. So I'm going to make sure my arrow's pointing down. I'm going to make sure that the soft parts are facing forward and backwards. And I'm going to carefully, see if I can do this without getting in the cameraman's way. We're going to basically take this, put it back inside the lower slot, and then we're just going to carefully push it in. You don't want to push it where you bend it, because then that messes up the seal. You'll notice that there is a gap on the top of the air filter. That's perfectly normal. That's where the air comes in from the outside and then drops down and goes into your air box. So once you have that pushed in there and it's level with both ends, take your tang right here and it's going to fit. I don't know if you can see this over here. Can you swing that around? There you go. There you go. Okay, so there's a point where it fits right there. And then you're just going to swing it closed just like a refrigerator door. And then one of the things that makes it kind of easy is if you squeeze them and push it back in, make sure that they click in. So pull back on it and make sure that it doesn't pop off. If it doesn't pop off, then you're good to go. At this point, the filter's in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull the glove box back up and we're going to basically just push this arm back on that we took off earlier for the lever. And then we're going to lift this up, the glove compartment. We're going to put the little circles back in and turn them clockwise 1/4 turn. So once you got to lift the glove box up just a little bit. Turn them 1/4 turn and then test your glove box and make sure it's still working. And that's all there is to it. Hopefully this helped you guys out. Once again, this is Ron with Mobile Fix Automotive. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks.